Best accounting services federal and state investigations businessing. Your taxpayer don't procrastinate the future of your business when the Internal Revenue Service earns threats, or even if it's just threats. It's your business and not your family. Are you in the tax turmoil? Get the best experts agent graduated in public accounting, BBA, Masters in Income Tax, MBA, and Doctorate in Business Administration. Dr. Hash, I offer monthly professional services of accounting and income tax for your business and individually, and turn your nightmare with a monster tax man who chases, squeezes, and compresses taxpayers until it takes away your last dollar and ruins them. 3 simple signs you hire the wrong accountant. Many small businesses end up hiring an accountant to manage their finances once they reach a certain number of employees and /or level of business. But once you've hired an accountant, there are a few extra signs that you must watch out for in order to make sure you've hired a capable and effective asset to your business. In this blog post, we share the 3 signs that you've hired the wrong accountant. 1. They don't respect deadlines. This is a red flag for really anyone you do business with. If someone does respect the deadlines you set or the deadlines you may be held to, it makes it extremely hard to get anything done. However, when it is your accountant who doesn't respect deadlines, the risk potential increases substantially. This is because they are able to affect every aspect of your business either positively or negatively, and that could have serious financial and /or legal consequences. 2. They make simple mistakes. There are certain aspects of it that seem small and insignificant, but they do have a larger impact on the overall quality of it. If you are noticing your accountant is sending you forms, contracts, emails, etc., with multiple spelling and grammatical errors, this is a red flag that they don't pay attention to detail. When it comes to your finances, you want to hire someone who pays attention to even the smallest details. 3. When things go wrong, they blame you. The famous saying, the customer is always right, is relevant here, but not just in the customer service sense. SMBs hire accountants to give them guidance. They need to be able to guide you to make good financial decisions, and if they are unable to explain to you where and why you need to invest your finances, then the failure is on them, and at the very least, your accountant needs to be able to take responsibility in those situations and make a plan for correcting a mistake. Hiring an accountant for your small business is an important decision, and choosing the right one is key over once you have hired one. Once you hire an accountant, it is important to make sure you hire one who understands your business needs and standards and can adapt to suit you. What is the difference between hiring an accountant and hiring a bookkeeper? The bookkeeper keeps records of financial transactions, while an accountant analyzes recorded financial transactions. To put it in another way, the accountants look at the big picture, whereas the bookkeeper's job is to give you a clear view of the current one as well as implement day-to-day tasks. Is it more expensive to hire an accountant or a bookkeeper? In general, bookkeepers aren't as expensive as accountants, as bookkeepers often don't have the same level of education and /or experience as accountants or CPAs. However, that doesn't mean you can find a good bookkeeper with tons of experience who is a perfect fit for your needs. It is just that accountants typically come with a higher level of expertise. How do I decide between hiring an accountant and hiring a bookkeeper? This answer is different for different small businesses, and it depends on a number of different factors, including what industry the SMB is in, how complex their financial structure is, do they need financial guidance, and do they need a tax expert? Hiring a bookkeeper is great if you need someone to manage your finances day to day and bring any important information to your attention in order to address it and /or call in a CPA if a higher level expertise is needed. Hiring an accountant is great if you tend to have a lot of financial and /or tax questions. Where do I find an accountant or bookkeeper? Start by asking around. Who do your peers use?